Hey there guys, this is Steve with Good Guys to Great Men. These are the 3 mistakes men make when they're trying to connect with women, reconnect with women, build trust, build respect. Even on a first date, if you've never been married or ever been on a date, the first date, how do you connect with a woman in ways that make things feel safe and emotionally trusting and respectful? Here are mistakes that you can make. Number 1. Expecting a certain reaction or an outcome. And if you do anything in your life that is expecting another person to react a certain way based on something that you say or you do, you're already setting yourself up for failure. That is pressure. And we're going to talk about that. It's a prelude to number 3. Putting pressure on people with your expectations or your outcomes will almost always make them move away in any setting, romantic or not. So if you're going to speak your truth, if you're going to say something or do something or build something, create something, do it because it's what you want to do. If you're doing it because you expect somebody else to react or respond a certain way, or you're expecting a certain outcome, everybody knows it. Everybody can feel it. And that's not authentic. So when I help you create responses from a place of love and confidence and strength and clarity, I'm asking you to do it for you, not to get a response or a reaction. We're not looking for that. You have to do it for you. Number 2, the second mistake that men make with women when trying to create a connection. Caring more about what she thinks about you than how she is feeling herself. Now this is a change or a variation on the thing I've said many times before and have written about, and that is you have to care not what she thinks about you, but you should care about what she thinks and feels and dreams. I'm wording it a different way because this concept, it can get elusive, it gets confusing. I'll say it again. The mistake is caring more about what she thinks about you than how she is feeling about herself. When we come into a situation like this, whether it's a first date or trying to connect with a woman who is not trusting us anymore, if you're caring about what she thinks, it means she has the power to make you feel approved, make you feel strong, make you feel desirable and attractive and accepted, and you're giving all the power to her, and she knows that everything that you're doing is trying to get back a certain reaction to help you feel better about you. It is impossible for a woman to trust a man who is doing and thinking and saying things in order to feel better about himself and get her to fill that up for him. She needs it from you first. How? She needs you to be more concerned about how she is feeling about herself at that very moment. And this is about emotional safety I've written about quite a bit. If you can let go about caring what she thinks about you for the moment and be more concerned about what she's going through, empathizing with her journey and her pain and her discomfort and her uncertainty and her lack of emotional safety. If she can feel that that's something you are concentrating on, then she can move a step closer to you. I talk about this all the time in horse training, and the last thing I want to do is imply that women are like horses, but they are a little bit. There's a certain level of fear going on in every person, and if you can be the kind of man who lets your fear go long enough to pay attention to her fear and try to empathize with what she's going through, be more interested in her instead of trying to be interesting to her. Ask powerful questions. Just be quiet for a while. Give her the space of silence and let her talk, listening, empathizing. This is important because anybody can smell this a mile away. Horses smell it immediately when you walk into the corral. If you care all about how scared you are of them and what they're going to do to you, they can't get close to you. The same happens with women. Number 3, mistakes men make when trying to connect with women. Not giving her space or knowing how to release pressure. What this is talking about is giving both physical distance and emotional distance when there is pressure being applied. Women feel pressure in all sorts of ways. You can be powerful with your voice, you can be loud, you can be belligerent, you can be aggressive, you can be physically intimidating, slamming doors, pounding tables. The pressure of neediness, the pressure of wanting them to do or say something to make you feel about yourself. There's all kinds of ways that women feel pressure, all kinds of ways that horses feel pressure. If you don't know how to back off, both emotionally and physically, in ways that create that space that allow her to take a step into the space of safety, all she can do is back away. And sometimes it makes men mad when they see her moving away, or she won't reach out and touch. She won't even emotionally get close or accept a compliment, even when you say you look nice today, and they don't respond because they don't want to give you the satisfaction of knowing that you've made her feel safe, because you haven't yet. Sometimes we give compliments in order to get women to move closer to us, and it feels like pressure. So when a woman doesn't respond to a compliment, it's normally a response of stepping back away from the pressure of your expectation that she should respond. If we're going to give a compliment, we give a compliment. We don't expect anything back, we give a compliment. Not giving her enough space or knowing how to release pressure is really important, because especially if you're in a marriage where there's been a lot of distance and there's been a lot of reluctance to get close, you have to understand what the tension is between you two. And you have to understand the kind of fears that she has about taking one step closer into your space as a man. And a lot of that means removing a lot of the barriers. Stopping doing some of the behavior that I used to do, the condescending and belittling and over-talking and analyzing everything and asking way too many questions and trying to somehow prove that you're right and she's wrong. Nobody likes that, especially in a romantic setting. She's going to step away all the time. So what I'd like to do is help you in your specific situation to find out what kind of pressure you've been applying, and then help you with specific tactics on how to start removing the pressure by getting more clear and confident and strong in yourself, so you don't need to put that pressure on her. You don't need her to respond to you and make you feel better about you.